YouTube, let's get it. Hopefully some people show up tonight. I know I'm a little bit late. Wanted to do this at 7 o'clock. I'm going to load up my computer so I can see exactly what's going on here. Got a bunch of things to talk about tonight. We'll probably talk a little bit about Lil Durk, his 10-year-old son shooting his step pops. Whoa, 10-year-olds popping step pops. Step pops calls the cops. Or at least tells the cops what's going on. But anyway, got a lot to talk about tonight. We'll talk about Diddy a little bit. You know, I think this thing's finally coming to fruition. People are going to be like, damn, we told you it was going to happen. Bam, first in the house. I see you. What's up, big bro? Get on here for a little bit, man. Man, I see some crazy things on here sometimes, man. We're going to start doing some different stuff, though. Got a new channel going up. Never know what it might be. Who knows? But anyway, man, Blood on the Razor Wire TV. We're all together tonight. You know, I'm doing this from my iPhone because I told you guys before this other thing kind of sucks. I want to make sure that you guys can hear me, that the speaker's not like muffled or anything. Is the audio good? Talk to me. Bam, is the audio good? I'll wait for you. Hopefully the audio's good on this thing. But anyway, man, we're going to get into it tonight, man. We'll have a little bit of fun. Talk about some things that are going on in the world. Audio is amazing. That's what I'm talking about. Finally got the amazing audio on Blood on the Razor Wire TV. We'll talk a little bit about YouTube too, man. If you're just coming in, man, hit that like button, man. You might have seen that short I put out the other day. Some people are pissed off, right? Why would they take the letter out and just send the envelope? What? I don't even know what you're talking about. I must have missed that. But anyway, we'll talk about prison today too, man. If you got any questions, get your questions ready because towards the end of the video, we'll do some questions and answers. Mikolo, you want an audio book, man? Just email me, man. Email me tonight. I'll do it. And I'll answer your question about the letter. We're going to talk about some gang stuff tonight, too. Remember that video I put up the other day with the air conditioner on the van? I was just, like, shocked. I've never seen that. Never seen that in New York. You know what I mean? Trying to read the comments and talk to everybody. Some people get mad about that, right? But when we do a live, man, it's like a family thing, right? We're all together. We're doing this. 72 people in here. Hit that like button, man. ¿Qué pasó, loco? Okay, Jose. 219 in the chat. Let's get it in. Is there 219 people in here? Good. If there is, that's great. So, you know, I had done this video, right, a while ago about the most dangerous gangs in federal prison. So what I'm going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about that because for some reason that video has been coming up and people have been leaving comments. Mostly, no disrespect to anybody, mostly a lot of black dudes, right? Hit that like button, man. I see all these people in here. I don't see the like button getting hit, man. It's going all bad. We only got 6 likes. That sucks, man. You know we're going to have a good show tonight, so go ahead and hit that thing one time. So a lot of people, like, have been hitting, like, leaving comments. What I should do is, like, cut and paste them comments, right? So people can see. Oh, man, you're on some racial shit, man. You ain't named no black gangs. Listen, because we're talking about the most dangerous gangs in the feds. Not in California State Prison, not in New York. If we're talking about New York, I'd say it's the Bloods, right? Most prominent, they got the biggest numbers, most dangerous. But anyway, some people get pissed off about that. But I named the most dangerous gangs in the feds. And let me just give it to you how it is, right? A lot of times in the federal prison, a lot of these gangs are not, a lot of times in prison, these gangs are not a black, you know, let's say the Bloods, right? You go to USP Lee, there's like 15 Bloods there, right? There's like 4 Crips. There's like 20 GDs. You know, the numbers are different, man. Yeah, and I said that the Southsiders are the most dangerous gang. Why? Because man, them dudes go hard, bro. That ain't no little Bobby Nelson, man. Ain't seen you in a while, bro. What's up? Glad to see you here, big fella. Glad to see you here. I don't know what that says. You know, sometimes I'm trying to watch this while I'm on here. Hopefully we're going good. But yeah, that's why I didn't name the black gangs as the most dangerous. The Southsiders, if the big homie tells them to go hit the warden, they're about to hit the warden, bro. Believe me when I tell you that. Keeping it real, some black dudes will be like, nah, hell no, I ain't hitting the warden, man. Some white dudes will be like, hell no, I ain't hitting the warden, bro. I ain't hitting the warden. You know it, man. Some white dudes might hit that. Ooh, they're sending you on a mission. You know what they're about to do, man. They're about to put on them sunglasses, right? Walk into chow. Lieutenant's office is right there, like, dope. They're hitting the lieutenant's office. I've seen plenty of dudes do that. You know what I'm saying? Prison gangs, man. Usually, right, when you get involved in a prison gang, let me tell you from my experience about prison gangs, man. Gangs in prison, dude. They're always Always manipulators, man, among the people, right? Talk about the Pisces too, man. Are the Pisces a gang? I think so. I think at times they are, right? And usually after about a year to 14 months, they're always jumping on their shot caller, man. They're always plotting on the dude, man. This dude's from Michoacan. There's more of us over here from Veracruz. He's not gonna be the jefe. Calla, bandido, cabrón. And they're plotting on this cat. They want him out of there. They want one of their dudes in there, bro. And the dude's like, yeah, I want to be in there. Not really thinking like, hey, man, in 14 months, it'll be me. They'll be coming over to kick my ass. Yeah, they don't want me to swear on YouTube no more. They think we're going bad when we swear. But yeah, man, them dudes are always plotting on their shot caller, right? And, there's always dudes that are manipulating cats, man. Always. Let me see what this says. Yeah, we can't be having stuff like that, bro. We'll put you Yeah, bro, don't say stuff like that over here. Show us your okay. Yeah, he might just be out of here, Amy. We might just have to go ahead and get him on up out of here. I don't know what's going on here with my video on my computer. It's like frozen, but hey, it's YouTube, man. Things happen. So anyway, man, when you're involved, and look, I'm doing a documentary right now on the NLR and the ABs. It'll be out. Hopefully everybody likes it. But whenever you get involved, dude, my experience, man, with gang members, almost in every single gang in prison, most of them dudes, man, they're the misfits, right? Make no mistakes, man. Them gang dudes go hard, right? A lot of gang dudes go hard. You always, but dude, they're always plotting, man. They're always plotting. People are always out there plotting, right? There's always some people out there that are like, yo, this is what it is, man. That dude right there, man, he said so, he didn't pay his dope bill. We need to smash that dude, bro. He's got to go up top. And then there's always someone that likes you more, so they're like, yeah, man, we're going to send that dude up top, right? There's a lot of deleted messages over here, man. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, the prison gang shit, some people are like, oh, no, bro, everybody's good. There's a brotherhood. And I'm going to speak from this angle, right, with me, Dennis Mooney, Stevie Burke, Adam Oliveri, Ronnie, just dudes are all, when we were in Big Sandy, man, we had this group, right? We had this group where we're like, yo, man, we're all sticking together, right? It kind of feels in the beginning like, yo, this is your family, right? But then as you get to know these dudes, man, a lot of these dudes are just fucking miserable, man. A lot of these dudes have no life. This is it. This is their life. They got no life, man. None whatsoever. Man, this shit's crazy, man. Why are the people in here talking like that, Amy? Let's see. See, I got to moderate and talk at the same time because we can't have people saying crazy stuff like that. Why come in here and say that stuff, man? But anyway, we're good. So, really I should just let them moderate. But, man, when people are just Flacco from Comics Perspective is locked back up, that's crazy. For real? Confirmation on that? But, yeah, man, anytime you walk into a prison system like this, the federal prison system, there's always dudes that are going to press you, right? Immediately. It's racially segregated, no matter what people want to think. You walk into a maximum security prison, man, it's racially segregated. You're like, hey, man, I don't really want to be part of no group. Well, you're going to be a part of a group. If not, your ass is out of here. You're going to be a part of the car. If you're white, you're going to be with the white dudes unless you make a different decision and you ride with the black dudes or you ride with the Hispanics. Or I've seen white dudes that come there and they're talking about their paisas. Paisa, where are you from? Hey, the first couple of days they're there, they don't have no accent. Next thing you know, they got a German accent. Talking about, I'm from Germany, brother. You're like, Germany? Oh, but you wasn't from Germany. Goat, I ain't seen you in a while. What's up? How you been? Glad to see you in here, though. Some people are like, brother, I'm from Russia. I'm a Paisa. Damn, bro. 5 days ago, your name was Mike. Now it's Mikhail? I'm like, damn, okay, Mikhail. Where you from in Russia? I thought you got arrested in New York. I did, brother, but my family is from Russia, and now I am Paisa. Like, okay, buddy. So, anytime you get involved in that shit, man, Neil, after he beat his ass. Oh, man, this shit's wild. But anyway, anytime that you walk into prison, you're going to be involved, at least in federal prison, you're going to be involved in something, right? You're going to be part of somebody's car. And if you're not, you came in there with us, then yeah, this is what's going to happen. You're going to be part of the show. Not that I always agree to that stuff, right? But you go with the flow, man. Because if you do something, listen, back then you're in Big Sandy, you do something to Stevie Burke, or you disrespect Stevie, or you act like you're not going to listen to Adam, or you act like you're not going to listen to Stevie, they're going to send 3 or 4 dudes on you, and your ass is out of here. That's what's going to happen. They're going to beat the brakes off you. And I've seen other gang members, man, where they, and this is the part that I hated, right? And some white gang members might get mad or feel disrespected, but this ain't pointed towards you. And like I said, I'm doing that documentary, and you're going to get to hear about Mr. Stinson, right? And you're going to be like, damn, man, dude, you went in at 26. You're 70 years old, bro. Re-indicted by the feds. Never getting out. You've been in there your 40-something years, your whole life. This is all you got, man. Sometimes you get gang members, you get shot callers. This is all you got. For those of you that watch the Shot Caller movie, this is all you got, man. This is it. This is your life. This is it. So you want to be the boss. You got the keys. But you know what? Do I think Adam will ever? I think Adam will get out, and he's going to be an old man when he gets out. He's going to do his full bid in the feds, full bid in the state. He's going to be an old man. He's going to get out of jail. I do. I believe that. He says he's having a hard time right now in prison. It's because of my book. Sure it is, pal. Sure it is. You're not having a hard time because of my book. It probably has something to do with your behavior in prison. Blood on the razor wire. It's killing me. The cops are coming in here saying stuff to me. Dude, like you stabbed the cop like forever ago. What, in 2000? When did you stab that cop? November 2008, October 2008, somewhere around there, right? Joey Brown with the first donation tonight, $9.99. Thank you, brother. We appreciate you, man. Turn the hat backwards for Joey Brown. Throw the thumbs up. We see you, player. Appreciate you, man. But Adam, dude, he sent me a message through his parents, through his mother. Call Chad, tell him, man, he's killing me. The cops are giving me a hard time. Dude, you stabbed the cop like 19, 20, like 16, 17 years ago, bro. You think the cops don't know that you stabbed the cop? You got officer awareness, bro. When they walk into the prison, your picture's up there in front of the warden's office, man. They got certain people up there, man, they know are like, hey, this dude's a threat. Not every shot called is the right one, 100%, man. You got shot callers, man, that don't, you got idiots that are shot callers, man. You got dudes running gangs where you're like, damn, bro, you probably couldn't run a popsicle stand in the street. But you're out here telling these dudes what to do. I'll give you a specific cat right here, right? Dude was a white gang member, and I'll talk about another gang member too. White gang member sending dudes on missions. He didn't care about you, man. He had a 20-piece, 25-year piece. He ended up making it out of the feds, right? But he would send dudes on dummy missions, man. What's a dummy mission, A dummy mission is when you send dudes out to do dumb shit. You don't care if these kids get a life sentence, man. All right, so like when this guy says fart in the mic for me, like we don't even need him, or we don't even really need him around here, right? He'll probably go make a new name and try to get back in because he doesn't want to miss Blood on the Razor Wire TV. He don't want to miss the stuff that we're talking about on a Sunday night. He's the type of dude that when you go to prison, he'll do something, right? He's probably an ignorant person, do something stupid, might never get caught, but eventually he might get caught, right? And then when he gets caught, okay, $10. I'll talk about that in 1 second, right? I'll answer your question. I see that Kilo the King. I hope I said that right. Kylo the King. I'll answer that in 1 second. This cat would send people on dummy missions. Look at what happened with my old celly. They send John Pinky, man. John Pinky had an out date and it wasn't that far away. Russell, he had an out date. It was like 15 year. He had like a 15-year sentence. He ends up copping out. What did Russell cop? Oh, did Russell go to trial? Russell copped out to another, I think, 25 clip, right, for stabbing my celly. And then what happened to the other cat? What happened to John Pinky? He was running around on all kinds of dummy missions. Oh, he's a cho. I got him, bro. Down there hitting people with locks. I think he went to trial and ended up with like fucking 30, 40 more years. He was getting out like real soon. I think John Pinky was getting out real soon, right? Out of Minnesota. Now he's a brand member. Hey, man, that's what you aspired to be. Now you're a brand member sitting in the ADX, man, with a life sentence damn near. Never getting out. You were getting out. You're crashing out, bro, for no reason. You're crashing out for no reason whatsoever. Because we're talking about gang members, he said, did you run into any famous inmates in your years in prison? You were in Lewisburg Penn, right? No. Do you and Sean Branch, hitman from D.C., he was dubbed Teflon Don for beating 9 murders in trial. I don't know Sean Branch specifically. As far as famous people, man, I've been around a lot of famous people, dude. I was around the mafia cops, both of them cats. The dude that did all the banking, stole all that money. Alan, what the hell was Alan Stanford? I was in the hole at the same time as Whitey Bulger. I talked to him every day through the cage. He was rec alone, sell alone, but I would see him every day at rec. Didn't meet Anthony Center, but since you're asking, I am the dude. Will Center and Testa reoffend? I don't know, man. When you do that kind of time, I don't think so, man. Unless you're out here involved in getting high. If they're out here getting high, then chances are high. But since you asked about the mob dudes, just so you know, I did Tommy Reynolds' case. I'm the dude that got the time knocked off for Tommy Reynolds. Famous mob guy, right? Did some killings, allegedly. No, he did, man, and he admits to that. And now I got another motion pending for him now, and I think we're going to win it, man. I think we're going to win it. I did not know Matthew Cox in prison, but I met Matthew. After I got out of prison, I interviewed him. He interviewed me. So I do know Matthew Cox. But, you know, famous people. I'll tell you someone that was around was the Pirate. You guys remember the Pirate from Captain Phillips? I was with that cat, right? The young Muslim dude. He was calling me John Hinckley. He must have seen a newspaper or something over there, and he thought I was John Hinckley, the dude that popped Ronald Reagan, right? He's like, John Hinckley. He couldn't really speak English real good, but his Muslim brothers took care of him, fed him. I looked out for him a few times. I gave that kid food and shit, man, before. In Georgia, I lived in a cell with a shot caller, and he was a great shot caller. I considered him a friend. I would have had more problems at this particular time. Chad, what do you think? Chances are okay. I read that. I've been around other famous people, man. I've been around some real famous dudes, man. They brought that dude there. When they were switching Tucson over, right? They would put them dudes. They had dudes have their own little unit. That dude, the Elizabeth Smart girl. I think I might have. No, but I'm the dude that put up the Tommy Karate pictures, man. And Adam and them were cut out, and other people used them for their thumbnails. But that was a picture that was sent to me by Dennis Mooney. J62 Moon, I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. So anyway, yeah, back to the gang shit, right? Most dangerous gangs in federal prison, Southsiders, 100%. Mexican Mafia, they handle their business. A lot of black gangs, I didn't put them in that equation because there's only 10 or 15 of them. And, you know, believe it or not, man, the black gangs, those dudes, like, let's say the Bloods from California, they had some structure, right? Bloods from Baltimore didn't have much structure. I seen them do some wild shit to their own people, right? Against the New York Bloods, and they got into it, man. And someone that I was really kind of cool with, man, that I actually cared about. They ended up doing some bullshit to him, man, where they're like, we're running the show over here. Baltimore Bloods are running the yard. You're at USP Lee, man. But a lot of black gangs, man, them dudes are not going out just like, they're not just out, you know, finding reasons to butcher people, man. I'll give you another example, man. There was I told you another example, like the Native Americans, right? I've been on some yards with Native Americans that are vicious, bro. And I've been in a place where they had a shot caller, dude. And the shot caller was doing some bad shit, right? In Lee County. You know, he's telling these dudes what to do. You know, hey, this dude just showed up, brother. You gotta. And this dude, meanwhile, and this ain't no disrespect to any Native Americans or anything like that, but I think I spoke about this cat, man. This dude's in there, you know, playing the skin flute on the low. He's in there playing the skin flute for DC dude that was the pitcher for the softball team, people that were at Lee County. Dude was bringing him down a gallon of wine. And he's playing the skin flute. But yet he's the shot caller. Eventually they catch on, you know what I mean? And some things happen to him. But dude was a bad dude, man. He was sending young dudes on dummy missions, bro. I've seen plenty of cats send people on dummy missions, man. Where they're like, yo, look, dude, you got 4 or 5 years left, man. They're sending you on a mission, man, to butcher somebody where you could, you're going to lose your life, bro. You're going to prison for the rest of your life. You know? Some people think, and you're going to see when this documentary comes out in the next couple of days, do you have a gun? What the fuck type of question is that, bro? Do you have a gun? Silly Willy? Dude's like, do you have a gun? I'll tell you what, man. I don't know why people ask crazy shit like that. But anyway, back to the gangs. Most dangerous gangs in federal prison. You know, I gave you guys the list, man. I think the SAC gang, Soldiers of Aryan Culture, another group of dudes, man, where you've probably seen some of these videos. I think I've done a few. Killer Chronicles, if you haven't checked out Killer Chronicles, they've done some great videos on SAC. Them dudes were white dudes that were vicious, man. They handled their business. You know, there was some issues where some cats are getting high. Those dudes handled their business. They were very, 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 very dangerous gang, white gang in federal prison. You hear dudes talk about the Aryan Brotherhood. Let me just tell you, in the feds, dude, I've been on yards where there's no Aryan Brotherhood members. I've been in yards where there's like one dude that's an AB, right? And really, bro, what are you doing when there's only one of you? You're not really doing much. You can, they got their creed and all of that stuff. They're going to stand strong. But dude, when there's one of you and 100 of us, probably not going to work out with you. So a lot of times people play their positions. You play your position. Everybody has a position in life. And in prison, whatever gang you're in, you play your position, especially if your numbers are low. Why? Because, like I said, there's 100 of us and one of you. What can you possibly do? There's not much you could do. So the Aryan Brotherhood, all these dudes are now going to end up back in the federal system. There's some pretty serious dudes, right? And maybe things will change. But, the Aryan Brotherhood hasn't really been a prominent force, not in federal prison, not the California brand, for many, many years, for over 20 years. They just haven't, man. Another dangerous gang, bro, and these dudes were real militant, and they had no problem, and they live for their gang, bro. A lot of these dudes live for their gang, and we'll talk about that in a minute, right? But the Norteños, man. Yeah, the Norteños. They did have small numbers in the prisons that I've been in, but they were dangerous, man. You got to beef with a Norteño, man. You better know that it's coming, man. You better know that it's coming. So here we go. Chicano asks, what's your take on the Northern Hispanics? Most of them dudes, man, that I met that were Northerners, dude, very respectful, but definitely would definitely do something to you, man. No, you don't have to delete that, Amy. Why do I wear that 4-leaf clover? Guess. Go ahead and guess why I wear that, bro. Let's see. Why do you wear that 4-leaf clover? It's probably because I'm Irish, bro. I'm Irish, kid. That's it. My grandparents are from over there. And I got a lot of Irish tattoos all over me, and that's what we rock, bro. I'm from New York, man. So no, never was an AB. Never. But we do have some East Coast homies that are ABs, right? Stevie, huh? Some people know who Stevie is from Boston, right? Had the car, I think, over there in Victorville. Definitely dangerous dude. Woodpile. You're Irish. I'm Irish, kid. That's what it is. I'm Irish. See, I didn't rank the DC Blacks as a gang, right? Although I had, I probably should have. I just consider, I consider cars gangs, man. They got the independent white car. Okay, it's a gang, right? So as far as the DC Blacks go, dude, let's just keep it real, right? I've said this before. These dudes are older now, but I've been around some, dudes that handle business, man. People like Love. Love was a man. They say, well, he's not our shot caller, but if he said something, they did what he said. You know what I mean? They don't run that car as tight as other cars because there's just so many DC Blacks. But let me tell you something. If you have a problem with DC Blacks, they're coming. Man, them young boys, 17, 18 years old, they're coming. 25, 30, 40, 50, they're coming, man. DC Blacks are coming. We could always talk about what happened. White boy from Brooklyn. Mike Trice, appreciate you, man. Appreciate the donation. I seen it come through. Thank you for that, brother. Time for you to knock out. Man, I try not to beef with nobody, man. I was maybe going to do this little celebrity YouTube boxing thing, but my wife's like all the way against it. You know what I mean? Because we got kids, man. And anything could happen. You know what I mean? Anything could happen. Juice Jones, see you still sporting that part of that 4-leaf. Nah, bro. It ain't never that, homie. I've gotten more black people out of prison than anybody else. I've also taught more black people how to read and write than any other race. And those of you that haven't caught it, I interviewed the dude that helped me get out of prison. The dude that taught me all the shit that I know and taught me how to get out of prison. You guys seen the interview? Cedric Dean, man. Go check out Cedric Dean, man. Google Cedric Dean Holmes. This was a black dude I was really, really close with, man. Ran into him, met him in a penitentiary. Yeah, of course, you got to keep your distance, man, in the penitentiary, or your people, your people will try to get you for that. Even if you're a good white dude, your people will still try to get you. Eventually, man, I ended up on a bus with that cat to where were we? Oh, at Raybrook. And he's like, yo, bro, better get your life together, man. They're changing the law. I'm like, yeah, man, you're probably right. Write your judge, man. Write my judge. No, man, write your judge. And I read this the other day. I wrote my judge because of Cedric Dean, and in the long run, it ended up helping me, man. So, but yeah, bro, I mean, there's a lot of different gangs. DC Blacks have the numbers in a lot of prisons that I've been to, but I didn't classify them necessarily as a gang. I probably should have. But some DC Blacks might get mad if I did that. But you know, it is what it is, man. You got a problem with DC blacks, they're probably gonna move. And they have some pretty serious cats, man, in that DC car. Are there some assholes in that car? Yeah. Are there some vicious, like, yeah. Are there some in Louisiana car? Yeah. Are there some in the white car? Yeah, of course they are. The DC Blacks and Cumberland FCR receiving the skin flute playing. Oh, shit, bro. $5. I shouldn't have read that for 5, bro. 10 I might have. I'm just playing. Now you're going to get me, man. These dudes are going to be pissed off at me, man, about that. I don't know nothing about FCI Cumberland as far as what's going on there because I've never been there. But you know what, man? There's dudes in old cars that play the skin flute. Don't get it twisted. Remember we had the white dude on? He was talking about the dude from Boston, huh? Made him play the skin flute in the cell with the knife. I mean, it's all races, all cars, bro. Make no mistakes, man. What about the Puerto Rican gang, G27 in the feds? I was all right with a couple of them G27 dudes, man, in Raybrook, and they got into it with, they had ended up getting into it with another group, man, and New York dudes came. New York blacks got involved. Yo, Chad, you have black bros here in Orlando, Florida. You ever come to town? I got you, big C. You a bad motherfucker. Okay. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I've done some time with some cats from New Mexico. Yes, I have. Mexican dude named Mikey. I don't know if he ever watches the show or ever sees me, but Mikey, man, if you do, Mikey was a good dude. I haven't been around a lot of New Mexico dudes, man, but I do remember Mikey, man, in Coleman. Pretty good dude, man. Real good dude, man. Real good dude over there. Soldiers of Aryan culture is a powerful, yes, they are a very powerful gang, man. Anytime you got a gang that dudes tell them like, yo, listen, bro, this is what's about to happen. Then you know this shit is real, man. They tell a dude, yo, look, we need you to go do this. And dudes will do it, man. And let me tell you a little bit about the gang shit, right? A little more. I do see a lot of cats get manipulated, man. Chad, you lost some weight, brother. I lost over 40 pounds, player. My goal weight was 210 this week. I could only get to 211. Next week, man, I'm trying to drop that thing below 210, man. Wish me luck. I'm trying to get to like 208 by Friday. I'll give you guys an update, right? Try to work out twice a day, hit that bag every day. Running, jump roping, man, burpees, everything. So anyway, man, this is the biggest part about gangs and gang life. I've seen so many dudes, man. You get a dude in your gang, you don't like him, or he's prospecting. They're like, yo, let's use this. I'm going to use this cat, right? Snow. And I got a picture of Snow somewhere, man. It's funny reading these DC comments. Hey, man, don't take it personal, man. You know what I mean? So everyone has their own opinion, man, their own perspective. If you haven't hit the like button, man, there's 370 people in the house. I don't really know if it helps you. They say it does. Hit the like button for your boy one time. It's free, man. Sacker the up-and-comers and the USPs. But you always get the Stone Sailor. Hey, the Stone Sailor, let me give him a shout-out, bro. He sent me a shirt, and his shirt is, it's a nice shirt. He wanted me to wear it on the live. It's a little chilly. I actually got the heater on. Let me turn this heater off, dude. Just in case. My house is freezing from the air conditioning, bro. It says, I am voting for the felon. And people get pissed off about that, right? Someone said that I'm part of, someone left me a comment, man. I always liked Chad, but now he's become part of the cult. The cult. Dude, I'm not part of any cult, all right? Dude, I want what's best for us, man, for our people, for our country. What's the story in Lewisburg, USP? I don't know what you're asking me. Sean, you haven't done time and clever such big on the woods like you know. Black Philly. So, I care about the country, man. Do I think Donald Trump's done some crazy shit? Hell yeah. Do I think he said some crazy shit? Hell yeah. But dude, I mean, really, do you want, Joe Biden, man? And they'll really want to be like, oh, he's a horrible dude. He's a scumbag. He hates the country. I'm really not that type of dude, man, that does that, right? Or says stuff like that. I did hear about Corey Allwood. I think that there was a shooting, but Corey wasn't the person shot. So anyway, man, when you see the dude up there, First Step Act. When you see the dude up there, right? My black ass voting for Trump. We'll talk a little bit about this. When you see the dude up there for the debate, man, he's like, dude, he's lost, man. Like, do you really want him being the shot caller? If you were in prison, right, would you want Joe calling the shots? You're like, Joe, man, I got an issue over here. And he's like, well, what's the issue? You tell him the issue is, and he's like, dude, he just said that he was the first black woman voted president. Like that's out there. It was like on the world news. He was the first black woman ever voted as president. Like, are you serious? Yeah, he stumbled. He got his words mixed up. But dude, when you're the president, you got to kind of be like coherent. You got to know what's going on, right? Not trying to piss people off. And then as far as Trump goes, look, man, I told people I wouldn't be here right now if the First Step Act didn't get passed. And people are, oh, well, he didn't do it. He signed it. He put, pressure on Harry, man. The head of the Senate, bro, we need this shit signed. Did his daughter and son-in-law have a lot to do with it? Yeah, they did, along with a lot of other people. Like Mark Holden. Like Sean Hopwood. Those of you that don't know who Sean Hopwood is. Like Sean's a former federal prisoner, went home, became a lawyer, law professor at Georgetown, won a bunch of big cases. I mean, these are the people that were pushing him, man. But he did sign it, dude. And if he didn't sign it, my ass wouldn't be here right now. Do you think Hillary Clinton would have changed the 924C stacking? For those of you that don't know, you get 5 for the first gun, 25 for the second, 25 for the third. And what's happening is the police, law enforcement, they say, you're a drug dealer. We're investigating you. We bust this house. We find drugs and a gun, but we don't arrest you. We let you go. Because that's only 5 years, right? Plus 10 for the drugs, it's 15. Or it's 5 for the drugs and 5 for the gun, right? Depending on what the mandatory minimum was. So we'll leave you out there. Let's just keep it what it is. You guys, you like it real and you like it raw. Let's give it to you how it is. A lot of these offenders are black, right? African-American kids, right? Selling crack with guns, right? You got a gun in the house. They don't arrest you. They leave you out there. Why? Because then they're going, in about a month, bust the next house that you get. And when they bust that house and find a gun, now they got you for 25 for the second gun, 5 for the first one. There's 30 and 10 for the drugs. Now you got a 40-year sentence, man. Do you think Hillary Clinton would have changed that? Keep it real. No, I don't believe it. You cannot convince me of it, man. Cannot convince me. Got a good story about the Philly Muslims. Hit me up on the email, player. Eric Holden was the one that amended the guidelines. Yeah, we can talk about Eric Holden. He put out the memo. We could talk about that, right? We could talk about the Obama administration. We could talk about the fact that, they said they were going to let out thousands and thousands of people on clemency, but they didn't do it. They let out what, 1,800? Trump passed the First Step Act, and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people have gotten out. And let me correct you a little bit on the Eric Holder memo, right? The Eric Holder memo pretty much said don't charge these people with 851s that they're low-level drug offenders, but still left the discretion in the U.S. Attorney's Office, and they were still doing it. They were still sending people like, and I talked about Billy on here from North Carolina. Billy had some prior bullshit drug offenses. He had about, he had about this much crack, right? That was his first conviction. Second conviction, just a petty-ass drug dealer. He had about that much crack. And then he had 50 grams or more on his third conviction, right? And they gave him a life sentence, dude. They gave him life under that 851 statute. What did the Obama administration do for 924C stacking that disproportionately affects African Americans? They didn't change it. They didn't let people out. They let 1,800 people out on clemency or something like that, right? And I'm not here to debate, who's the best and Trump did more. And all I'm telling you is that Trump, he passed the First Step Act. He signed that thing, man. A lot of pressure from Kim Kardashian, right? A lot of pressure from former federal judge that went down there with him. With her, right? They put a lot of pressure on the Trumpster, and they passed that thing, man. And because of it, numerous people have gotten out. Largely, African Americans have gotten out of prison because of the First Step Act. The Obama administration, the sentencing guideline, the sentencing commission that was, under that administration, they did change the crack stuff, right? They changed it. Some people went home on that. A lot of people went home, got reductions. Let me tell you what Obama did on the clemencies, though. He took people like Aaron Covington, right? Dude from Virginia, friend of mine. We were in USP Lee, black gentleman, very intelligent. And he says, you know what? I'm going to give you clemency, man, because I think you deserve a second chance, right? I'm going to reduce your life sentence, and you've been in there 20 years. I'm going to reduce it to 30 years. 30 years? Yeah, thank you, man. It's a blessing. But I'm still going to get out when I'm 56 years old. When you could have let me out now at 46, when I still have a life, I could still work, I could still do things. You said that I'm worthy of clemency, but 10 years from now, I'm in a federal penitentiary. I'm going to end up dead within 10 years. So if I'm worthy of clemency, let me out now. Why are you leaving me in jail? The punishment's been done. The rehabilitation has been achieved. N.A. Spees. Stop talking about African Americans when you don't understand the culture. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Get your ass out of here. Just get rid of this cat. This dude's an idiot. I hope this wasn't Spees that I was in Raybrook with. Because a lot of people don't know you're really an idiot if it's you. But anyway, You don't know. I got a crack case, homie. I'm from the hood, right? Like I said, I help more black people get out of prison, help more black people read and write than anyone else. So, but tell me about the culture. My brother's married to a black chick. Oh, and he's got like 3 black kids too. I'm not looking for no pass, homie. I'm from the hood. I was a crack dealer, man. The only difference between me and other people over there, yeah, I was white. They're black, right? My father was a junkie. My father was a crackhead. My mother was a single mother on welfare. I went to school with holes in my shoes, man. I got 40 years in federal prison. So don't tell me about, oh, man, white people, white privilege, man. Get out of here, man. They lit my ass up, too. Gave me a 40 piece. So when we get people on here that are ignorant like that want to always, push the race narrative, man, just get them out of here, man. We just don't need people like that here. Because we're talking about reality over here. We're not talking about the bullshit that you want to get on here and start arguing with a motherfucker about. You're a clown. So it is what it is, man. Won a big case, man. The other day I posted on the community page, white collar case. Glad that we won that. She was real sick. Involved a lot of money getting stolen. It is what it is, right? The BOP was not taking care of her. Numerous people have died in Butner, at the women's prisons where, you see, we put that video up the other day. She got mad because I didn't edit that part out. My editor, I don't know why the hell he didn't edit that out. And you know what? I wanted to hurry up and put it up because I had something to do. Go remodeling, working on the reentry house to help other people that are getting out of jail, including African Americans, even though I don't know the culture in the reentry houses in the hood. But I was busy and I didn't watch the video all the way through, and I should have, so I made a mistake. But I ended up getting that chick out of jail, man. And now she can go home and probably get some real medical attention. And she's probably not going to die. Well, she's definitely not dying in prison. But anyway, man, we won that case, so that's always a good thing. Race ain't nearly the issue some folks want it to be, man. It's character education, man. When you're fighting a state gun case, what makes the feds get involved, Chad? Just that they could usually give you more time over in the feds. And some of them state juries, man, they help you. Them federal juries, it's tough. Done 35 years myself. White guy from Birmingham, England. Okay. Black and white brothers working on that project too. Yeah, should I post some of the pictures, man? You guys want to see did I ever post the pictures of the crew? Some of the dudes that we had over there? I took dudes I was in prison with and brought them over there and gave them a job, man. My boy Squirt. You guys might have seen us do that interview. My boy Squirt. We did that. I had to call my boy Squirt in, man. I needed help. Squirt showed up, man. I feel your pain. Trust me, I do, Chad, but black people are the most I just said that they were disproportionately sentenced under 924C stacking. 100%. 100%. F the haters, bro. They miserable. Here, you know what? Here's a case I got right here, right? Here, I'm gonna show you guys this case, right? Alvin Owens, man, goes to prison at 20 years old. Stack 924Cs. Been in 14 years. I think he's got like 50 or 60 years. He was 22 years old when he was arrested out of South Carolina. Numerous programs. His brother had a brain bleed and a stroke. He's talking to me. I can hardly understand him, right? Brother's been in prison since he was 22. What does he really got, right? He don't really got no money, right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to do Alvin Owens' case for free. Black dude right here, right? This is a black brother right here, man. Here you go. Let me see. I got some of his personal phone numbers and stuff on the top. Here he is. What did I write up here on the top, right? I want to help you. You see that? I want to help this dude, man. I want to help that dude, man. There you go. I want to help him. Black dude. I'm helping that cat for free, man. He ain't got no money. Try to get him out of prison. What's the most vicious individual you ever called a friend? One of the most weirdest dudes that could possibly do anything to you? Man. Mark Jordan was my friend at one time, man. What's your take on the whole Chevron ordeal? My take on the Chevron ordeal is this. 924C offenders are now going to get their time. They are now going to get their time. Oh, no. How do I? Okay. Damn, I want to show you guys what the kitchen looked like at the halfway house, man. We've been at the reentry house. He just sent me some pictures, man. I hope everyone can see me. Can you still see me? Blood on the Razor. This is our channel. It's the human race. Yeah, the Chevron deal, like I said, I think dudes are going to get their time, right? But anyway, yeah, man, we never turn this shit into a race issue, man. 1,500 people on the yard showing unity scared the shit out of the administration. Anybody that's watching, man, you want to come on, you've done some time, man, hit me up, man. We'll put the interviews back into effect. You guys have no idea, what goes into writing these documentaries, man. Even if documentaries, even if they're only 15, minutes, 20 minutes, man, there's a lot of work involved, man. A lot of work involved in this, man. Like me writing this thing, man, I've been writing this thing and researching this thing, man. Whew. Dude, it takes a long time to do these, man. So it is what it is. Post the pictures on the Discord. I'm here, American Felon, with respect. So look, man, definitely appreciate everybody in here tonight, man. And, let's just do this thing about the gang thing one more time before we leave, man. Anytime you get involved in a gang in federal prison, and probably in most state prisons, it's never a good thing, man. It's never a good thing. There's always somebody that's not going to like you. There's always somebody that's going to talk about you behind your back. They gossip in prison more than women in the street, my boy. Do you do any legal work for guys in Cali? There's a big case that I might be working on in Cali in the state. New York, Florida, California, and some clemencies and pardons in other states too. Texas. Oh man, I got this dude out in Texas, right? And I want to hit the gang thing one more time before we leave. But I got this black dude out, Roland. Black dude, oh. Chad, you're a racist, man. You're talking about black culture. Roland Jones, his sister reaches out to me, man. And I'm going to tell you the truth, man. It was a struggle, right? At first, it kind of felt like she didn't trust me, which is fine. She ends up hiring me. She ends up finally believing in me. Then she's like, what do you got done? And I'm like, look, man, I'm working on it, man. Roland's in bad shape. He's falling down. They're not, yes, most shot callers using the lames in their car for their own benefits. She tells me, like, yo, man, my brother's dying. We need help. The prison's not telling. We got right on the phone, talked to him, talked to the prison. We put a clemency petition together for him in Texas. We put a reduction of sentence together for him. And I got this brother out, man. So he ended up spending his last 7 or 8 months with his family. Dude, he just died the other day, man. But you know what? He didn't die in a Texas prison, man. He didn't die in prison, man. And you know something? I'm going to keep it real. I do a lot of cases. You can just tell me anything you want to tell me, right? But doesn't mean I'm going to believe it. This dude was involved in a murder case, right? He beats the murder case. Then in Texas in the 90s, they created a crime, man. This dude wasn't guilty of this gun case, man. He wasn't guilty of this robbery. But the police, law enforcement created this crime and sent this brother to jail for the rest of his life, man. Because of that, beating that murder case. They were mad, man. Back then you see the movies, you see the shows, Just Mercy, read the book, right? Man, these people were lining people up, man. These people were doing shit to people, man, they weren't supposed to be doing, man. I got a guy right now. They falsified an affidavit. They deny his 2255. And when they deny his 2255, they say, hey, even though they didn't produce the warrant, they could have because the warrant exists. This is what the judge relies on. Well, dude hires a private investigator. The sheriff's department end up sending him all the stuff, right? They sent him all the original stuff. Man, they had a fake warrant, man. The affidavit was fake. The warrant was fake. Never signed off by the judge. And this cat's got a life sentence. Sitting in USP Pollock with a life sentence for a drug crime. Are we going to win it? I think we are. I think we're going to win it. It's tough to get back in. We're probably going to go in under Rule 60B or Rule 60D. But not always easy, man. Not easy to win. But these people do dirty shit to people, man. And that cat I'm talking about, oh, man, Chad, are you crazy, man? It's a black dude. Oh, you don't know nothing about black culture, you piece of shit. No, I just had a crack case, grew up in the hood, man. My whole team was black. Damn near. Whole team, man. The plug, everybody. What? But yeah, man, we'll never have to turn it into that. But anyway, man, again, on the gang thing, I'm going to just close this with this, man. Anytime you get involved in a gang, man, there's always someone plotting on you. Always someone that don't like you. There's always someone that don't want to do some shit. Remember that young white dude that went and hit the Jewish guy? Had 60 months? Now, where's he at? In Pollock or USP Hazleton? He's sitting over there what? Got a 40-piece, man. Your whole life's over with, man. All your 20s, all your 30s, all your 40s, all your 50s. They're all gone. Came in your early 20s, man, with 5-6 years. They're not willing to do it, so they're going to send you because they've manipulated your mind. Yo, brother, this is who we stand for. This is what we are. Let's get them, bro. We need you to go on this mission and destroy this dude who disrespected us and disrespected our car, bro. We need you, brother. I'll do it, bro. How many of them people send him a couple dollars? Now that he's got a 40-piece. Not many. And it's with all gangs, man. White, black, whatever. Tommy Reynolds is doing good, man. Just got some mail from Tommy. It's right here, man. Whoa, how's Tommy Reynolds doing? I didn't open it yet, Tommy, or his mom might see this. Just got it. We're going to, post a little update on his stuff. So when I get Tommy Reynolds out, man, we're going to interview Tommy Reynolds over here, right? Those of you that don't know who Tommy Reynolds is, man, they say he was a pretty dangerous dude, man. They say he was a pretty dangerous dude out in the street. Me and him they asked like, oh man, one of the most vicious? How about one of the most vicious but reformed? You asked that question earlier. Might be Tommy Reynolds, man. Tommy Reynolds. It was probably Tommy Reynolds, dude. But Tommy was a very good friend of mine, man. We got really close. We'd walk the yard every morning. I used to work out first thing in the morning, man. Raybrook, we're out there and it's minus 20 degrees out. Me and Tommy Reynolds walking the yard. But yeah, man, Tommy's my buddy, man. And hopefully I'm going to be able to get him out now. Got some things in the court, and I think we're going to get him out. I've already gotten him that reduction that he has on the dude that wrote it, man. But you know what? I'm happy, man. I'm happy that we got him in a position where he's probably going to get out. Yeah, man, these people are crazy. Your content, federal prison, YouTube, man, they bang us, man. I don't know what the hell, man. Okay, I got to update that. I'm just kind of looking at this, man, looking at what we got going on tonight. Let's see. Check one more thing. But anyway, yeah, man, anytime you get involved in anything like that, man, it's always, always, always bad news, man. Always bad news. And you know what? People are mad at me about not putting any black gangs in there. Get Unique back on the channel. Chad, please change the thumbnail that calls Freddie a dope fiend. He was my workout partner and friend at Hazelton. I know he ain't a fiend. I also was at Big Sandy with Missouri Mike, Doug, and OG Freeze. I didn't say he was a dope fiend, the guy that was making those claims, and that's why we kind of put it like a question mark, like, you know what I mean? So anyway, and are you telling, he may not, but Freddie get high? Just curious. Freddie get high? Keep it 100. Does Freddie get high once in a while? I got a cat that I was hoping would come on, man. Gordon, if you're watching, bro, I want you to come on. And he's going to talk about that interview that we did with that dude, man, when he does come on. And he's probably going to talk about Freddie, too. Get Unique Mecca back on the channel. But anyway, listen, man, I'm going to go ahead and close this thing. Take care of my kids tonight, man. Appreciate everybody being here. Got nothing but love for everybody, man. Blood on the Razor Wire TV. That's just a little kick it, man. But we got some more stuff coming out. Got some more interviews coming out. Appreciate everybody being here. I stopped on the shorts because I felt like they're hurting the channel more than helping the channel. But we might get back on them, too, in the next day or two. Stay tuned. Blood on the Razor Wire TV. We didn't talk about Lil Durk's son, which we should have. If you haven't, go check that out, man. 10-year-old pops his stepfather. Stepfather's like, oh, man, he popped me, man. But 10-year-olds should never be in a position where they can get a gun. Or 10-year-olds shouldn't be in a position where there's, those types of things going on in the household where he feels like, he's got to go ahead and grab the gun off your side and hit you up, right? Was the gun legal or illegal? I don't know. But anyway, man, it's always a sad day when 10-year-olds are doing stuff like that, man, or when they're in a situation in a home where it's off the chain. So, hey, man, do better, man. Be better, do better. Real men, real fathers, real leaders. Blood on the Razor Wire TV. The GOAT. I'm so happy to see that you're back. I ain't seen you in a while. But anyway, man, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Blood on the Razor Wire TV. Tell your kids that you love them. Call your mama tonight and tell her how special she is to you. And tell your father, too, man. Blood on the Razor Wire TV. Until tomorrow, we're out of here.